What up, good people? What up? What's happening? I want to show y'all something real quick. Part of the process of some of this turbo stuff, man, is you see this corner here, how flat it is? Now, if I was just in flush, stick that in there and then clamp it once under boost, it's going to blow that completely off. It is not going to stay. So we need to somehow make a bead, some type of bead inside this pipe, this tubing. I need to clean it too. Hold on just a minute. You see that right there? See that flange / bead? Once you put that clamp below this bead, it should not allow boost to blow that flange or any type of coupling off. You see on this side, there is none. So my solution to that is you can make your own. I'll show you what I used 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I'll show you what I used 4, 5, 6 years ago, and I'm showing you what I'm gonna use today, which is a bead roller, man. Part number, Amazon, part number, baby. Say 2-pipe tubing beater, thick, X003UT MLHJ. That is the part number, man. This is what we're going to use. We're going to put this dude in a vise, and then we're going to turn it like that. It came in a box, easy put together. You know, that was already together. You slide this on, the handle on, one-handed, sorry. You slide the handle on like so. It does have an Allen. You tighten that Allen up. But let's go over here and put it in the vise and see if we can roll this bead to look like this or something like that, to where that coupling will not blow off. Got him on the vise. Old, what do we call it? Recycled vise. If you look at it, both pieces are turning. The bottom is turning along with the top. So it should roll this piece of pipe in there. I've never used one. We're going to find out how it works on this piece right here. Maybe I should just use a piece that I haven't used before, but guess what? We gotta, not gonna work that way. Let's see another way we can do this. We'll come back. All right, I got it in my hand here. As you can see, I got it clamped in there. I don't have it clamped very tight. I think I'm gonna make a couple passes. You know, turn, then I'll tighten down this top. Turn, tighten down the top. Turn, tighten down the top. So we will still bead up here. I'd like to do this in real time for y'all, but I have no way of clamping this down and to hold the phone at the same time. So just bear with me. All right, got it on the vise. Put it in there like so, clamped it, rolled it around, and what do we end up with? A bead. As you can see, we got a bead. A bead that should not allow coupling to come off at all. Once you clamp it, it should be there. And this is the crazy thing is, I think this is the only one I had to do like that, but I wanted one. I wanted a bead roller, so now I have a bead roller. So now there's no issues of, you know, rolling. Once I cut these corners or cut these pieces, I can actually use a coupling to put them together instead of welding them together. So I'm not quite the aluminum welder. So get back to it. Boosted box Chevy Caprice Classic. Hey man, I did some homework checking on this rear end, hoping that we might have had a 308, 342, 373. Wrong. We got a 273 gear. I had a 273 gear in my 71 Cutlass on big wheels. It wouldn't even get out of its own weight. So later on down the road, this thing may, and I mean may, have to have a set of gears. But a 273 on these and a 3-speed, I don't think it's gonna hurt. Does it look like we got anything done? You may not see it, but yes we have. Yes we have. Dry shaft is in, but guess what? It's too long. It's got to come back out. Just my luck. Just my luck. Everything seems to be fitting like it is. Got the old specials. You know the specials. Sparkler wire specials. We got them dudes. Gas tank is no longer sitting on the ground. Why was it on the ground? We wired up the pump backwards. I did. Wired it up backwards. I do got the right temp sensor in, as you can see. It will clear the belt. And I do the radiator hose. I'm going to go with the corrugated. I put the regular style on too long. I'm going to go with the corrugated. A lot of people don't like the corrugated. I'm going with the corrugated. You know, the ripples in it. I was going to do like the, what do they say? The Amazon stainless steel style. I thought about that too, but I was like, well, stainless steel, a lot of heat under the hood still. We need to dissipate this heat, so why not stay rubber? So that's what we're doing. We're staying with rubber. We bead rolled all the cold side piping. Got the bead roll on it. And I'm going to hide these wires. Hide these wires and run my wideband. Then we're going to put in this huge tack. Man, we got a tack. A tack that don't quit. You ain't going to be no excuses for not seeing this. We got a digital boost gauge. So we're going to go ahead and slam that in too. Digital boost gauge, tack, and boost controller. Boost controller. Usually they put that under the hood. Probably where we're going to put it, out here somewhere. And the catch can. So it's going to be hoses, wires, and stuff running everywhere, man. I'm trying my best to tuck some of this stuff. Oh, you notice that the windshield wiper's gone. Trying my best to tuck some of this stuff so you don't see it. So my heater hose, which I do have, I got to run it down. I'm going to try to mount it to the fender, get it out of the way, and then down in here. So it's just, there's a whole lot going on. Like I said, look like a whole lot of real estate, but once you start putting turbos and stuff in here, it gets tight. It gets really, really, really tight. We still haven't wrapped the pipes. We're gonna wrap the pipe. Reason why, and I'm gonna show y'all the way that I like to do it. The easier way to do it. This stuff's fiberglass, and whenever you get dry fiberglass on you, it makes you itch. So we're gonna go ahead and take that heat wrap, pipe wrap. We're gonna wet it, get it wet, wrap it, clamp it. And the reason why we wet it, to keep the fiberglass down. Keep that stuff out of the air. We don't breathe it in. You know what I mean? It's you don't want it. It's not good stuff. So hoses, wires, and pipes everywhere. Not too excited about the 273 gear though. Not too excited about the 273 gear, but we do have a locker for it though. So a 273 with a locker on 24s with a TH400. I wonder what the final gear would be. I mean, I don't know. Good stall. Still should turn them over. It don't matter. It don't matter. But eventually, for this thing to really do what we need it to do, yeah, it's going to need a deep gear. It's going to need a 373, 411, something. GU2 RPO code. GU2 RPO code. My transmission cooler with the fan. I got the mount made so I can mount it under the car. I have to figure out how I'm gonna mount this fan and not be in the way of nothing. You know what I mean? I'm thinking how to mount the fan, and so I was gonna mount the cooler and then lay the fan right on it or something to that effect. But the fan's just a little bit bigger than the cooler, which I don't think is going to hurt anything, but still. And I have enough room up front. I can run it right here. You know, I can, and mount it and all that good stuff. But Nope, I've already committed. I already got the lines ran underneath the car. So that's where it's going to go. So y'all stay tuned because we're going to be backing this thing out. Giving the gas, backing it out. Giving the gas, backing it out. We got the shifter or the throttle cable. It's just my bracket for the throttle cable. My bolts look too big. It's just, you know, like snowball effect. One thing after another. One thing after another. One thing after another. So, but we are in there, y'all. The boosted box Chevy should be moving momentarily. Y'all just hold tight. We will be moving momentarily. Boosted box Chevy. Everything on top's tied in. I still haven't wrapped the hot side, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey, well, we got our cold side piping. We got our blow-off valve. We got our ICT, intake, or IAT, intake air temp. We got our radiator, run over, return, bottom radiator hose. I got this cap, man. It was supposed to be for a Caprice, but guess what they sent it for? Wasn't a Caprice. So I'm gonna do the thing, make it work. But it's supposed to be for a Caprice. And they sent me the wrong one, and I ain't got time to wait. We do have to hook up this, what do they call that? A steam vent.
I'm back.
Right here. So we'll let Shorty do the filming of this whole conglomerate.
Conglomerate.
So I'm gonna add. I gotta get a piece of hose from here to there, and then I'm gonna add me some coolant. And then I'm going to put my, I'm gonna need your help. I need to finish putting the oil dipstick in.
Okay.
I have to be down there while I might get that. I'm gonna need your help for that and the transmission dipstick.
So this is our build.
Well, yeah. You're assisting me.
Now.
So the 5/16 coolant line for the steam vent. The steam vents, I feel like it's a must. Some people don't hook it up. Some people block it off. And you run into issues of your stuff overheating. That could possibly be the problem. Of course we got, them famous red JDM speed spark plug wires. There's a whole lot going on. Like I said before, man, you take an engine bay that doesn't. You take an engine bay that doesn't look like it. It look like you got plenty of room. And then you start adding all this stuff, your room is gone. You're losing room. So, once again, definitely I'm going to go ahead and put some coolant in it. The 5/16 hose, which I got right there. I got to put my straps for my hose clamps for all my boost stuff. I showed y'all the what is that thing called? Bead roller. I showed y'all the bead roller, how we bead rolled for our cold side piping. So I'm gonna need her help to hook up this transmission dipstick. I'm gonna need her help for that. And then, like I said, I got my crossover, my 5/16 hose here for the coolant there. I'm going to drop some coolant in it. We might do some B-roll.
What? Shorty gonna do a burnout?
I don't know. We're going to back it out of here.
Mm-hmm.
This is, look, I put the transmission fluid in it, hook up the transmission cooler, bolt it to I've already made a bracket. Let me show you the bracket. Pause it.
Yes, editor.
This is the trans cooler right here. And then what you see right here are the brackets. So this will bolt to the bottom, underneath the bottom of the car. and then the coolant lines will screw in to there. So, this whole setup here, I have to make a bracket for the fan, which, no biggie, that's not going to keep me from having to drive and not being able to have the fan on it. But this, you know, having the trans cooler, I'm going to run it back here just below, I guess, where your seat, where you've been seated at. Screw it to the bottom of the body and add trans fluid and coolant and shift it in gear and see if it'll move. That's the goal, man.
It's gonna move.
The process. What I look at it is, all right, man, we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna put LS in here. Let's get it started. If it starts and runs, then that's half the battle. Then now we got to get it to move. So then we get it to move, get it to run, get it to move. Then we got it going on. I do not have the right power steering pump hose or line, pressure side. So I think I got enough ends to make one. You know, I have a lot of this coolant stuff that comes in. The lines for the transmission, lines for the fuel, all that comes with a lot of AEM stuff. So I think I might be able to make the transmission coolant or the power steering line. I don't know what to see. Might have make sure that line's pressurized. You know, how much pressure can it hold? But like I said, I do have quite a bit of those fittings because they come with so much, you know, which is cool, and I'm glad. I'll go ahead and put my wideband in, and we got a digital boost gauge. So, all right. Hey, a boosted box Chevy. Y'all like the boosted box Chevy? Man, look. Y'all wonder what that is? You wonder? You see? Pull your transmission fluid in there. You pump it up. It's got a locking trigger. When you lock the trigger, your fluid goes in there. You don't have to stand there and hold it and pour it in and spill it everywhere. You don't have to worry about all that. Just a little bit of something. Just a little bit of something. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I got a little bit more fluid to get in there. The plan was to drive this today, but I ran into a couple issues. Like, I don't have my hose clamps for my coolant lines. I got to get them. I'm going to get them tomorrow. And I just now found the right fittings for my power steering lines. So that's hooked up. And I got to hook up the return of the power steering, put some fluid in it, put some coolant in here. I was supposed to already done all this, but I didn't want to do it because I don't have my hose clamps. I don't have my hose clamps. So once I get the hose clamps, like I said, we got the what's that? The vent. They call it the vent. They call it something else. I got my buddy over here, and I'm over here. He's over here like, I'm watching. Yeah, but I definitely got the steam vent. Steam vent. That's the steam vent. I got my steam vent. I got the clamps for my steam vent, but I don't have my hose clamps for my bigger line. And I wanted to run a different line than this, but I can't find the corrugated stuff that I like to use. I can't find it. Nobody has it. So this right here is going to have to do for now. It will work. There's no big deal here. You see I have the radiator mounted. It ain't going nowhere. Intercooler is mounted. It ain't going nowhere. But I still have some mounts that I'm going to put on the bottom of the intercooler. We're going to fire it up. And I'm ready. It is in gear. I want y'all to see that, you know, that we have some action here. We have some action. Yeah. You care to hold this right here? Just point it at the wheel there. All right, so we're going to fire this puppy up. Let y'all see that we do have motion. It is a one-wheel peel, but I have the remedy for that. I do have a locker for this. I do have a locker. So, as you can see, I'm not giving it any gas. I'm just reaching in, turning the key. I didn't know it'd be moving that fast. That sucker ready to get down, man. He's ready to get down. That wheel's a little bent, but it'll be all right. It'll be fine for what we trying to do. You know, do some burnouts and such. Here, let me see it. All right, so y'all see it. Appreciate my man over here videoing for me. We not gonna say the name. We gonna keep it OG. But hey, man, look. Okay, you exactly remember. I was riding around looking for some help. And what was that help I was needing? 25 years ago. And you came and helped me. What did you do?
Prayed with you?
Yeah, 25 years ago. It was car related. Caprice.
It's been a long
Fire
time.
and order.
Yeah. Fire order 1-843-6572.
I changed my spark plug wires on my Caprice. Instead of taking one off at a time, I took them all off. Probably 27 years ago. It's been a long time ago. And man, you know, I'm over here like, hold up. What did I do? What I do wrong? Oh man. Of course, you know, it's wrote on the intake. I'm young in the car game now. I'm just now learning certain things. Now, changing spark plugs I can do, changing engine. As a matter of fact, I put the engine in that car. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I decided to pull all the spark plugs out at one time, or the wires off at one time, and I said, "Oh crap! I didn't mark them." And then I see you. I said, "Hey man, I need your help." I said, "Come over to the house, man. I need your help." So he come over and he said the number one. He said, now that you good. Number one's right here. You good. Pull the distributor's pointing at number one. Yeah, you good. And he taught me that number one trick. The distributor pointing at number one cylinder. He's the one that taught me that trick. Yep.
Compression trick.
Yep. He taught me that trick. So I didn't know that trick. Now I know that trick. Been knowing that trick. So I gotta
10 times more than I do.
No, I gotta credit him for that part of that knowledge, man. So you see the wheels moving. We do have one wheel peel, but we got something to fix that. I do got a locker to put in here, but the only thing is, man, we got a 273 gear. I'm not digging the 273 gear on 24s. No. But we're not gonna worry about that yet. We're just gonna get it out here. We're gonna drive it. We are ready to drive it, minus my coolant, clamps, my hoses.
Clamps on your intake.
Yeah, my clamps on my hoses, and then my cold side clamps, which I got all those. So we're gonna take it down the road, at least back it out of the driveway. You know what I mean? See how she do. We're gonna take it down the road. So y'all gonna get some footage of this all week long. So don't miss a beat, man. Don't fast forward. None of that. Then, one more thing I need y'all to do, chime in on, is LS Fest or Bust, man. Anybody wanna help, donate, support, sponsor, swaps and stuff going to LS Fest, man. I'm trying to get a project together to go to LS Fest. I got some big name companies that I feel like big name companies in the car world that said that they will help me the way if they can. This is what they told me. So, no big deal there. And I appreciate them. The hats off to them for saying that, just coming out of the blue, saying, yeah, we'll help. And I'm a nobody, man. I'm a little guy. So I'm, who are they to help me? But hey, what does it hurt to ask? Cause that's what I did. So, I'm going to drop my Cash App in the description. And if y'all want to donate, it's not something y'all have to do. It's not something you have to do. But if you feel froggy and you want to see swaps make it to LS Fest this year. We're going to be taking something to LS Fest this year. Hopefully show and shine, and hopefully making a pass on the track. That's the goal. That is the goal. So, you know, we have several different projects to take. Is it going to be this? We don't know. We don't know. You don't know. This is the closer of all the ones I have of being done. So, you know, who knows? We shall see. But we definitely going to take something to the LS Fest this year with the swaps and stuff, and get that footage, and if I'm there and you're there, swap, come by, say hi, what's up, and we're gonna, and if this is not the project, we're gonna take those that sponsor, participate, and you know that's want to be in the loop. I will let them know what vehicle it is we're taking, and I'm gonna give them a play-by-play of what we're gonna do and how we're gonna get it done and all that on whatever vehicle it is. But I don't want to drop it and say this is the vehicle and use it on this footage, because I want a surprise, I guess you say. I kind of want a surprise. Element of surprise. I'm over here rambling, y'all. Y'all see it. This whole build, you see the build. You see where we're at. Carport bound, baby. Every last bit of it right here in the carport. From the engine, from building the engine, from putting in the engine, to mating the transmission to the engine, all right here in the carport. And there's no garage here, baby. So it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. I'm glad to see the wheels turn. So next stop is moving and grooving with the boosted box Chevy, man. Y'all just stay tuned. Hit that like, subscribe, and all them good things if you don't mind. We'll be back. Swaps out. Be blessed. Stay blessed.